everybody, how's it going? Tommy Star here. Thank you for clicking on this video, and welcome to another movie marathon.
So short.
Why are you so short? Seems like you... Oh, there you go.
No, I'm on my high heels now.
Well, anyway, everybody, unfortunately, I have some bad news for you. I know I kept talking about this, next big movie marathon that Angel and I were going to do. Well, we're not doing it today. I apologize. Instead, me and Angel have other plans, if you can see on our shirts here. See, everybody? We got our Marvel shirts on. We're actually going over to a friend's house to do a Marvel marathon. And I'm not going to be filming it or anything. So, but I'm still going to give you guys a movie marathon. It's just not going to be hosted by Angel and I. I apologize. Sorry, it'll be fine. We did find a couple of replacements. But the main reason why we didn't want to do it is because Angel and I, we're not really big fans of DC. We're more into the Marvel. So fuck DC, okay? But like I said, we did find a couple people that are going to do it for us. So until then, I just want to say everybody thanks for clicking on the video and watching it. And hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you next time.
See you later, guys.
Goodbye. Oh, fucking time.
I know. Oh,
God.
I do not like doing these fucking marathons.
They're so fucking stupid. And who wants to see fucking DC movies?
I know, dumb.
So fucking... Oh, fuck!
Shit! You were recording. Hang up.
Oh, okay. I can edit. Coming in number 5. I'm excited to go ahead and talk to you guys about...
TD Healthy 2015 being another video.
Over at Best Buy.
Good evening. Bane here. Welcome, everybody, to a movie marathon. Tommy and Angel, well, they had better things to do. But today, me and a special guest of mine are here to give you an all-new marathon for TD Healthy 2015. Who is my special guest today? Holly.
Yes, Mr. Bain.
Holly Quinn.
Hi there.
You're looking very stunning.
Of course, like always.
That's a lovely, lovely coat you have there.
Be careful, Mr. Bain. You'll upset Mr. J.
We ain't talking about Mr. J today. Well, I'm sure you can guess what type of marathon we're going to be doing today. What are we doing, Holly?
We're doing all the Batman marathon movies.
It's the Batman. We are doing every single Batman film that ever was on screen. We're going to start way back in the day, in the 1960s, and work our way all the way to present day.
Sure will be fun, Mr. Bain, to watch all these Batman movies.
I'm excited because I really need to find, the secrets to destroying the Bat for good. Now, I know you're probably all upset right now because Tommy and Angel aren't here, but why are we doing it?
We don't need Mr. T and Mrs. A.
Why is Bane and Harley Quinn doing this movie marathon? It doesn't really matter who we are. What matters is our plan. And our plan is to give you guys the greatest marathon ever. Are you ready, Holly?
Yes, I am, Mr. Bain.
All right. Let's get this show on the road, people. everybody. We're over here here sitting on the couch where Tommy and Angel usually sit. It's quite comfortable. But we're going to go ahead and get things started here with the very first Batman movie ever put on the screen. Anyway, Batman the movie from 1966. This one was directed by Leslie H. Martinson, the very first Batman film ever to be released to the screen theatrically. Holly, I'm trying to do the intro.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bane. I'm just excited because we're going to be watching all the Batman movies. When does the Bat get killed?
Well, unfortunately, the Batman never gets killed on screen.
Why not, Mr. Bane?
Because he is a crazy, sadistic, vigilante piece of shit. By the way, later on today, Harley Quinn and I, when we reach about halfway through these movies, we're going to go find the Bat, and we're going to take care of him once and for all.
Are we finally going to kill him, Mr. B? Mr. Bane?
Yes, Holly, we are going to destroy the Batman once and for all.
That's what I like. That's what the voices tell me, Mr. B.
Well, I think it's time that we get this movie marathon started with the very first film, Batman the movie. Let's do it.
Hey, Mr. Bane. Is this Batman one Adam West?
Yes, unfortunately, this is where Adam West portrayed him.
Wow. This is going to be fun because he's kind of cute.
Oh, I never really did like him much.
Why not, Mr. Bane?
He's a little bit hideous looking.
Well, let's just watch him. Maybe I can bash his face in, Mr. Bane.
Well, careful now. If you do that, you're going to hit the TV screen and we won't be able to do our marathon.
Oh, darn, Mr. Bane. You're no
Calm down, Holly. Calm
no
down.
fun.
Let's do it. Well, as Tommy and Angel always do in their movie marathons, they like to give some fun facts. I'm going to do the same for you. For you, facts about the Batman. Well, let's start at the beginning, shall we? Batman was created by Mr. Bob Kane back in 1939. Yes, even before the Spider-Man, even before the Avengers, before the X-Men. And he has grown to be the most iconic, popular superhero in the world today.
Was he before you, Mr. Bane?
No, I was number one. I was the first. No one is better than Bane. Let's get this marathon started, shall we? Well, the first movie is complete. Batman the movie. What'd you think, Holly?
Pretty good, Mr. Bane, but Batman didn't get killed.
I know that bastard never gets killed, but I was the one to break him. Well, anyway, we're going to keep things rolling here. Batman the movie. I didn't happen to be in that movie, because it wasn't my time yet. They did, however, have the Joker, but we're not talking about the Joker.
Mr. J,
Holly!
that's my man.
Holly Quinn! I
Sorry,
said,
Mr. Bane.
we ain't talking about the Joker. But there was the Riddler, the Penguin, and Catwoman. I've always admired Catwoman.
I wasn't in that one, Mr. Bane.
It wasn't your time, Harley Quinn. Well, let's move on to the next movie. Well, moving on, people, to the second film in this marathon. And it happens to be in this lovely, lovely Blu-ray collection. Batman, the anthology films. These, of course, are the Burton Schumacher films. But what movie are we going to watch first in here? Harley, why don't you take this?
Okay, Mr. Bain.
Take it away, Holly.
Okay, Mr. Bain. The next one we're going to watch is the 1989 Tim Burton's film, Batman with Michael Keaton.
Well, I'm not in that one either, Harley.
Does Batman look ready to be killed by me, Batman?
Oh, he will be soon, trust me.
I mean, Mr. Bain. My mind is so crazy, Mr. Bain.
It's okay, you psychopathic, lovely, lovely woman. All right, for the next fun fact about Batman. We all know the many actors who have had the opportunity to play Batman on the screen. But maybe you don't know about the actors who almost played Batman. Mel Gibson, Charlie Sheen, Bill Murray. Not to mention Pierce Brosnan, Tom Selleck, to just name a few.
I am the Man of Steel.
What the hell are you doing here? You don't belong here. Go away, you son of a bitch. Okay, number 2 is complete. We must move on to the next one. Michael Keaton as Batman. Well, you know, I always thought he was a pretty good Batman. What do you think, Holly?
He was very good, Mr. Bain.
Well, he's not as good looking as I am, but
And not as good looking as Mr. J.
Harley Quinn, you get it on my bad side. Well, anyways,
Sorry, Mr. Bain.
let's move forward. Well, now that takes us to the second film in the Burton Schumacher franchise. Batman Returns from 1992. Where, of course, Michael Keaton continues the role of Batman. And of course, directed by Mr. Tim Burton himself, yet again. Well, I think it's time to continue the marathon of the Batman. Well, our next fun fact happens to be about the movie we're about to watch, Batman Returns. It just so happens that the original actor who played the Penguin in the 1960s TV series, Burgess Meredith, he was actually cast as Danny DeVito's Penguin's father in the film. He had to turn it down, though, however, due to illness. There's also a scene where Danny DeVito has a cigarette put in his mouth, and he flicks it. A direct reference to Burgess Meredith's chain-smoking character from the series. Well, in the end, however, Penguin's father got replaced by Pee Wee Herman.
Holly,
Yes, Mr. Bain?
what are you doing?
I'm just so excited watching these Batman movies. Just makes me want to kill.
Holly, we're only on the third film and you're already so anxious.
Mr. Bain, I gotta kill.
Don't worry, we'll leave soon to kill the Batman.
Thank you, Mr. Bain.
You are one sexy female.
Mr. J's gonna be mad.
Oh, Joker is going to die a slow, horrible death.
Oh, Mr. Bain.
Well, that completes the third film, Batman Returns. In this Batman, we get the Penguin and Catwoman, Pretty good villains, but not as good as me. I think we're doing a pretty good job, Holly. Much,
Yeah, Mr. Bane.
much better than Tommy and Angel can do at marathons. Well, let's continue on here, Holly. I think it's time for you to talk about the next Batman film.
All right, Mr. Bane. So, Mr. Bane, we are on to Batman Forever, and it was made in 1995 by Joel Schumacher. Just kidding. And Val Kilmer, a pretty sexy guy, is Batman in here. So I'm pretty excited. Let's get going, Doctor. It's the voices, Mr. Bane.
Lovely.
Well, our next fun fact going into Batman Forever. Originally, Tim Burton and Michael Keaton were both going to be coming back for this film. And, well, let's talk a little bit about the plans. Billy D. Williams, who played Harvey Dent. Harvey Dent, in the very first Batman film, was going to come back and turn himself into Two-Face. We're also going to get possibly Robin Williams to play the Riddler. Even Michael Jackson was in talks to play the Riddler. Believe it or not, the king of pop himself. And then they were even talking about casting someone for Robin. People in talks for that was Marlon Wayans. But Leonardo DiCaprio almost got it as well. It was going to be a much darker tone, as Tim Burton always does. Michelle Pfeiffer even talked about coming back to reprise Catwoman. Tim Burton, however, talked about how he practically had a breakdown from how hard he worked on Batman Returns. He dropped out. Michael Keaton was going to continue to play the role even after Tim Burton dropped. But the studios couldn't afford his demands. In the end, we get Val Kilmer as Batman. We get Joel Schumacher as the new director. Tim Burton, however, did decide to stay on as producer. And Chris O'Donnell decided he would play Robin. And then we get Jim Carrey as the Riddler and Tommy Lee Jones as Harvey Two-Face. Let's continue on with Batman Forever.
What? I should kill Bane and leave. The voices. I'm kidding. That's not what they really said.
That's very cute, Holly. But once these films are complete and the subscribers of this channel are happy, then you have my permission to die. All right, we have just finished Batman Forever. What'd you think over there, Harley, of Batman Forever?
Pretty good, Mr. Bane.
Yeah, Val Kilmer gave it a shot, but apparently he was just too much trouble, and they didn't want to bring him back. Okay, that takes us to the last film in the Tim Burton, Joel Schumacher franchise. What is it? Batman and Robin. This movie came out in 1997, directed by, of course, Joel Schumacher. And in this movie, Mr. George Clooney takes over the role of Batman. I wasn't a fan of George Clooney as Batman. Oh, no. Do you like George Clooney, Harley?
He's all right, Mr. Bane. I just want all the Batmans dead.
Yes, and they will be soon. Mark my words. Well, Batman and Robin. Let's go ahead and finish the first half of this movie marathon. Well, let's talk about our next fun fact. For this movie here, Batman and Robin. Well, originally, this film was supposed to continue into a part 5. The title being Batman Triumphant. Why does Batman always have to be triumphant? That son of a bitch. Well, anyway, George Clooney was coming back to play the Batman again. Chris O'Donnell, once again playing Robin. Alicia Silverstone coming back to play that no-good Batgirl. We also gotta get a couple of brand new villains introduced for the first time on screen. Scarecrow. Scarecrow was gonna be played by Jeff Goldblum. Who else was going to be introduced for the first time on screen? Harley Quinn! Harley Quinn!
So, who was gonna play me?
Well, believe it or not, it was going to be the material girl herself.
Madonna?
Yeah.
She ain't got nothing on me.
Oh, no, Holly, you are definitely sexier.
Not to mention Jack Nicholson. He was coming back to once again play the Joker in a dream sequence. When the Scarecrow hits the Batman with the fear toxin, Batman was going to picture Joker in his mind. Oh, yes. Well, because this film did so shitty at the box office, the idea of Batman Triumphant was canned. Yes, they threw that shit away in the garbage because Batman and Robin didn't make shit at the box office. Yes, this is what you call a complete flop. Okay, Batman and Robin is complete, and we are officially done with the first half of this marathon. Batman and Robin, what a shitty movie. Yes, nothing but a bunch of horrible, cheesy one-liners. And of course, Arnold Schwarzenegger, who played Mr. Freeze, he was the king of the one-liners in this film. Everybody chill. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. In this world, there's only one absolute. Everything freezes. Boy, I tell you, I know now why this movie didn't make shit for money. Yes, I do. Anyway, Poison Ivy, though. That is a lovely, lovely woman. Harley Quinn, what do you think of Poison Ivy?
She's pretty lovely, but I'd have to say that I'm prettier, Mr. Bane.
I'd have to agree to that. Poison Ivy, she was all right, but Harley Quinn, I definitely feel you're much more beautiful than her.
I would say it's not even just beauty, it's like sexy.
Well, this is a very strong point of yours. But let's talk about my favorite villain in this film, Bane. Oh, what a poor excuse for Bane. That guy, he does not know who Bane is. That was the shittiest Bane anyone has ever attempted to do. Thank God.
Dr. Bane.
I'm a doctor again. I didn't know that I had my PhD.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Bane. Mr. and Doctor are so close.
You do know that you're the doctor here, Harley.
That's right. That's what I'm so confused. It's the voices, Dr. Bane.
I'm doctor again. you need help over there, Harley.
I need some medication, Mr. Bane.
Well, anyway, But that piece of shit asshole who thinks she's Bane. Thank God Christopher Nolan came around and brought the true Bane into the mix. Oh yes, fuck that asshole. Well, like I said, we are now done with the first half of this Batman marathon. And I don't think I can wait any longer. It's time. It is time to stop watching these films. What are we about to go do now, Harley? We're halfway done with this marathon.
Oh, that means it's time for the halftime show, Mr. Bane.
What a perfect halftime show. And what is that? It's time to kill the Batman.
Oh my goodness, Mr. Bane, did you say kill the Batman?
Yes, Harley, it's time.
Oh, I'm so happy, Mr. Bane. We're gonna do what I've been wanting to do from the beginning of this marathon.
What is that?
To kill the Batman.
Shall we?
Show you?
Shall we?
Let's do it. Come on,
Alright.
Mr. Bane. I want to bash him in. His skull. Bash him in.
Harley Quinn, you're so funny.
Oh, Mr. Bane, it's the voices in my head.
I have voices too sometimes. Let's go kill the fucking Batman.
Let's do it, let's do it, let's do
Let's
it.
go. You ready?
Yes, I am, Mr. Bane.
All right. Let's go kill the bat.
We're going to find the bat, Mr. Bane?
Oh, yes, we are, Harley.
Where are we gonna look?
Oh, trust me. I always know where to find Batman. After you. Are you ready, Holly?
Yes, Mr. Bane. I'm ready for this, Mr. Bane.
Batman doesn't know what's about to hit him. Yes, I've had it up to here with this Batman.
Me too, Mr. Bane.
And tonight, the Batman will finally be no more.
I like the sound of that, Mr. Bane.
Holly, we should have teamed up a long time ago.
Yes, Mr. Bane, but Mr. J wouldn't like that.
I am tired of hearing about the Joker. After we kill the Batman, I'm gonna kill that son of a bitch.
Oh, Mr. Bane. Kill, kill, kill. That's all you think of, Mr. Bane.
What else is there in life, Holly?
I do like killing, Mr. Bane.
Tonight, the fire rises. We're here, Holly.
Yeah, we are, Mr. Bane.
It's time to kill the bat, wherever he might be.
Bane.
Mr. Wayne.
It's over for you, Bane, and you too, Harley.
I don't think so, Mr. B.
Come on, Batman. Come on, Batman. Come on. Is that the best you can do, Batman? Oh, so you think darkness is your ally? But you really adopted it. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light till I was almost a man, and by then it was blinding. I wonder what'll break first, Batman. The spirits or your body?
Batman, die! Die! Yeah, die!
Mr. Bane! Mr. Bane!
yeah, what's
Come
going
on,
on?
it's marathon time!
God damn it, Holly!
Come on!
I'm trying to sleep.
No more sleeping, Mr. Bane! We gotta go fight some Batman!
5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes.
Mr. Bane, I'm gonna hit you.
Holly, stop it!
Come on, Mr. Bane, get up, get up, get up!
Oh,
Come on, time to do this marathon thing!
that's extremely painful. Stop it.
Dr. Bane!
Oh my God, I'm not a fucking doctor, Holly.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bane, come on!
Oh,
Get up, you're been sleeping forever.
oh my God, just go back to sleep just for 5 more minutes.
That's it.
Holly! Oh, for crying out loud.
Yeah!
Oh, God damn it. All right, continuing on. For the second half of the marathon, takes us to Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy. Oh yes, this is where Bane finally gets introduced. So what's the first movie in the trilogy? Holly, why don't you take over?
Okay, and now we're going on to Batman Begins from 2005, Christopher Nolan, and it's, I can remember, I was going to call you Doctor again.
It's that little pussy, Christian Bale.
Oh, Christian Bale, yeah, that's who's playing the Batman this time, Mr. Bane.
Let's do it, Holly.
All right, so for our first fun fact of the second half, starting with Batman Begins. Believe it or not, Christian Bale was the very first actor Christopher Nolan met with to play the role. And he knew right off the bat he'd want that little scrawny son of a bitch to play Batman. Who knew? Let's start the Dark Knight trilogy. Well, Batman Begins is done. I must say, very good film. Of course, we have Raja Ghul. I know him very well. In the Scarecrow. Yes, the Scarecrow. Great, great villain. Almost got introduced in Batman Triumphant. But they finally got him in Batman Begins. Well, anyway, let's move on. What did you think of Batman Begins?
That was pretty good, Mr. Bane.
Yes, it was a very good film.
But none of them, they ever killed the Batman.
Oh, it's okay. He's dead now. It doesn't matter anymore.
That's true.
Okay.
But I just want to see him killed on there again. It's so fun. Kill, 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 kill.
Well, we'll get to see a very good scene in The Dark Knight Rises.
That's where you are, Mr. Bane.
Oh, yes, that's where I take the Batman down.
My favorite is coming up, because guess what it is? Mr. J.
Oh. Well, that takes us to The Dark Knight, the second film in this trilogy. Also the most popular of the trilogy, what I've been told. Should very well be Dark Knight Rises because of me, but anyway, this film came out in 2008, of course, directed by Christopher Nolan. Let's go ahead and get it started. Okay, fun facts for The Dark Knight are all going to be based on, of course, Heath Ledger and his amazing performance as the Joker. Well, number one, Heath Ledger is responsible for applying all his own makeup. He stopped at a local drugstore and picked up some white clown makeup and some other cosmetics. And he did his own makeup. Yes, which Christopher Nolan approved. Not to mention the home videos in the film. The one where he's asking Batman to show himself and tell everybody who he is. And then the one where he's torturing the people. Those were actually done 100% by Heath Ledger himself, which Christopher Nolan approved. Actor Heath Ledger, he spent 6 weeks secluded by himself in a motel to prepare for his role, to learn the character, to learn the voice. A lot of people say he had some damaging effects from this secluded experience. Let's also talk about the 32 people Best Supporting Actor awards he won. Yes, rest in peace, Heath Ledger. Brilliant job, my friend.
Holly, what are you doing?
Can't you see what's coming on, Mr. Bane? It's gonna be Mr. J.
Holly,
What, Mr. Bane?
I thought that we have been sharing something special.
Oh, Mr. Bane, I'll never leave Mr. J.
It's just a movie, Holly. It's not even the real Joker.
No, watch, Mr. Bane, watch, it's coming.
Well, The Dark Knight is complete. What a marvelous movie. Oh, yes. We all love the Joker, don't we? He's so amazing. He was so perfect. Oh, my God, the Joker, the Joker, the Joker. Oh, yes. Blah, blah, blah. What'd you think there, Holly?
I think Mr. J is the best. He is my man, and I won't love anybody but him.
Well, soon you'll grow to love me after I kill that bastard.
Oh, no. Killing is good, but you ain't killing Mr. J.
Let's not forget about Harvey Two-Face. What did you think about him?
Well, Mr. Bane, I thought he was pretty cool because Mr. J made him.
Oh, yes. Harvey Dent.
Harvey Dent and his comb.
Well, coming up next year, we have The Dark Knight Rises from 2012. Directed by, of course, Christopher Nolan once again. This time, Batman faces who? Bane. This is my movie. This is the one I've been waiting for. Because I am Batman's greatest challenge. He could not defeat me. Even in the end, he wasn't the one who defeated me. He will never defeat me. Because I'm Bane. I am number one. Oh yes. My favorite film in the Batman world. The Dark Knight Rises. Oh yes. Let's do it. All right, let's go ahead now and do a couple of fun facts for The Dark Knight Rises. Well, the first one, if Heath Ledger would not have passed away, the Joker is going to stand trial in The Dark Knight Rises, and Two-Face would not have died, and he was going to be going on a rampage in Gotham. But unfortunately, it didn't go that way, and The Dark Knight Rises was given a new villain, Bane. Let's talk about Bane a little bit. Tom Hardy, the man who played Bane, was a pretty short man, standing 5'9". They put him in 3-inch heels so he can be a little taller than Christian Bale and Morgan Freeman and others. Bane's original voice distortion was so bad you couldn't even understand what he was saying. So they had to completely redo it because it was too distorted to understand. And, well, let's talk about who Bane's voice was based off of. Bartley Gorman, an Irish boxing champion of the United Kingdom. Scott, have you heard of this man? Bartley Gorman, an Irish boxing champion from the United Kingdom. Let me know, my friend, because that's who Bane's voice was based off of. All right, everybody. Let's continue on with the final film in Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, where I am the star.
Holly, so are you ready for The Dark Knight Rises, where Bane is the star?
Yes, Mr. Bane. Now we get to watch you.
I know, because
Pretty soon we'll see me then.
Yes, but I'm way better than the Joker, right?
Okay, if you say so.
I knew Harvey Dent. I was his friend.
There are so many villains in these films. And everybody loves the Joker. Everybody loves Penguin, the Riddler, Harvey Two-Face. Nobody cared who I was until I put on the mask.
So what would happen if you take off the mask?
It would be extremely painful.
Hey, but you're a big guy.
For you. We have completed the Dark Knight trilogy. Yes, we have. The greatest Batman movie ever. Because I'm in it. Yes. The Dark Knight Rises is over. Of course, in all the Batman films, Dark Knight Rises had the greatest villain, Bane, me. And we also had Catwoman, Selena Kyle. However, that bitch, she betrayed me. She became a good person. That fucking bitch. Holly, you'd never do that to me, would you?
No way, Mr. Bane.
Okay, I'm trusting you. At least until I kill you.
Well, unless the voices speak to me. I'm so excited, Mr. Bane, because this is my series. I didn't come in this one, but I come in the next one. This one is Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. 2016, Zack Snyder.
And who plays Batman in this movie?
Who is it?
Is it that Ben Affleck character?
Oh, yes, Ben Affleck. Boy, they keep bringing in some pretty cute Batmans.
Oh, I could have taken him, no problem.
You sure could, Mr. Bane.
Well, let's get it started.
Let's do it.
How about a little fun fact about Batman v Superman? This, of course, is the very first live-action film to feature the two heroes together in one film. The idea of Batman and Superman in the same film is something that's been talked about for many years. Yes, even back in 2001, screenwriter Akiva Goldsman, he put together a story that was supposed to be made, but eventually got shelved. However, in one of Akiva Goldsman's movies, I Am Legend, you can see in a quick scene towards the beginning, there's a teaser billboard in the background that features the Batman logo with the Superman logo on top of it. Oh yes, a quick little teaser that you might have not have known was there. Let's continue on. All right, Batman v Superman is complete. Yes, nothing like a little Lex Luthor and Doomsday. And here we get to see for the first time the beginning of the Justice League.
And me, Mr. Bane.
Oh, I think it's that time.
Yeah, I waited all day. It's been 2 days and finally we get to see me.
Well, let's take a look at that.
Finally we get to my movie, and the girl that plays me is Margot Robbie, and it's 2016 by David Earl. I'm excited, Mr. Bain, because this one is me.
I don't think Margot Robbie has anything on you, dear.
No way. I'm the best, and Mr. J would agree too. And you'll see Mr. J in this one.
Well, let's finish the last film.
It's been a fun night, and I can't wait to watch this one.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
And now for a little fun fact about the Suicide Squad. The team was first introduced to DC Comics back in 1959. In this film, we get many, many villains. We get the Joker, Deadshot, Boomerang, Slipknot, Killer Croc. Not to mention you, Holly. Unfortunately, we don't get Bane. Yes, why don't we get Bane? I'm Batman's biggest archenemy. Well, anyway. So, the actor who played me in The Dark Knight Rises, Tom Hardy, he was actually supposed to play the leader of the squad, Rick Flag. But of course it didn't turn out that way. However, he was the very first pick. Since Rick Flag is a good guy, I don't think he could have pulled it off, Tom Hardy, because you were such a good villain. Let's watch the film. Our very last one in this movie marathon. Let's finish it, shall we?
Holly, you look so happy.
Well, why couldn't I, Mr. Bain? I'm watching my movie where I'm killing.
Well, I suppose I'd be happy too.
It's so good. Do you see those scenes where I'm really killing?
Oh yes, Holly, you did a fantastic job.
Uh-huh.
Well, everybody, the end is here. We have completed the entire movie marathon of all Batman films, with the last one being Suicide Squad. Was it fun watching yourself kill people, Ollie?
Sure was, Mr. Bain. You know how fun that is to watch me on film? First off, I'm sexy. Secondly, I was a badass bitch.
Yes, you were, but I don't understand how you're so awake. I am tired as shit.
When it comes to kill, the voices tell me to stay awake, Mr. Bain.
That's pretty impressive, Holly.
Well, everybody, that completes this Batman marathon. Did you have a good time, Holly?
I sure did, Mr. Bain.
Yes, I think my favorite part is the fact that we finally defeated the Batman.
We did it, Mr. Bain.
Yes, we did, Holly. And I knew the day would come where he would be no more.
That's right.
I just want to thank Tommy and Angel for letting us do this here today. I had a great time. Yes, I did. I hope you did. And as Tommy always says, if you enjoyed this video, give a thumbs up. Hit that like button down below. Leave us some comments. We'd love to talk to you about this video. Share the video around. And if you haven't subscribed to TD Healthy 2015, make sure you do, because he's got a lot of great videos coming. Until next time, everybody keep in mind that the fire rises. So long.